Okay, I'm live. Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late, folks. Just had to get some last minute packaging done. Anyway, welcome to Monday Night Mental on a Tuesday. Ordinarily, I would introduce this video by saying I'm Andrew from moneymental.co.uk, but as I have now closed the website, well, I haven't closed it, but I'm not updating anymore. I'm Andrew from Money Mental UK, this particular YouTube channel. Tonight, we will be discussing being a man with mental health issues. Hey, Kerry, it's a listing up for 20 minutes that sold. Congratulations. I had a few things I listed yesterday. I've just sold sort of yesterday and today, so seems like eBay's picking up. Yeah, I've tried meditation, but it doesn't work for me, unfortunately. Did a month's worth of, probably got 8 months worth of guided meditation, but I can't do the visualization in the right way, I guess. Joy of having an autistic mind or whatever just doesn't work for me, but I know it's done great things for other people, so you know it's certainly worth trying for others. So anyway, yeah, the topic for today's discussion is being a man with mental health issues. It's around a blog I wrote that sort of probably a year or so ago now that has sort of took off quite a lot. It just talks a bit about me and some of the struggles I faced. So just going to fetch it up and then we'll have a talk around the subject when I get there. I blog a lot. You see. Hey, Diane, good to have you with us. South London reseller. Kerry is saying she tried meditation, but it's difficult for her because she hasn't got sort of the peace and quiet around her that she needs to be able to continue with it, unfortunately. You never know, that might change though in the future. Still trying to find the article. My phone is pinging away, of course. At least I put it on silent, but I've no idea how to do it on the laptop. I guess I could turn the volume down on the laptop. That might help. There we go. Put that volume down, so hopefully that won't interfere with the what I'm trying to do, which is talk to you. And here we go. Being a man with mental illness. So yeah, this all came out of a guest blog that I wrote for the author Charlotte Underwood. So yeah, I'm a part-time reseller. I'm a part-time reseller. Yeah, it's not quiet where Kerry is at night, unfortunately. She's got some noisy housemates who are up and down all hours. But yeah, definitely is more peaceful at night here, quite right. Will I be doing one on a mental illness? No, I will not, but you're welcome to come on and do one if you want. But there's no point in me doing one because I'm not a woman. So yeah, apologies, but there will be a gender-specific one. But mental illness, irrespective of whatever gender you have, is horrific. So if you're a woman or a man who suffers, you know, it's no worse for one or the other. But as a man, I can only sort of share the experiences that I've encountered as a man with mental illness, which is what I'm going to share tonight. Which is that story may be a different one if I was a lady. And perhaps at some point in the future we'll get a lady here to talk about her own mental health issues live on the channel once I can work out to do Google hookups and whatever else. Hookups, Hangouts, sorry, that's completely the wrong thing. Anyway, so yeah, mental illness, irrespective of gender, is truly horrific. And I don't believe that one gender suffers more than any other. But it is a fact, though, that in the UK, currently 1 in 4 women sort of admit to having a mental health problem, but only 1 in 8 men do. So that's twice as many women who are prepared to or feel comfortable enough to admit to it compared to men. But worryingly, despite that, 3 out of 4 suicides in the UK are men. So there's a bit of a disconnect there, because you look at the stats, it would appear that more look at the stats, it would appear that more women suffer from mental health issues, but yet more men are committing suicide. So obviously, as I say, a bit of a disconnect there. Hi Derek, good to have you with us. Danny, good to have you with us. Kerry, you need to you need to calm that laptop down. It sounds like it's going crazy. So anyway, yeah, there does seem to be a reluctance on the part of men to come forward and admit when they're facing a mental health problem, or maybe it's not admit. Maybe that's not the right word. Maybe the word is recognize. Maybe it's a problem with men recognizing that they've got a mental health problem. Um, I'm a man who has mental health problems. Um, I'm 34 now. I was first diagnosed with anxiety and depression at the age of 27. I don't know if I'm honest with myself. I think I've probably been suffering with anxiety for a lot longer than that. And I have Asperger's as well, which is a form of autism. So yeah, quite a bit going on there, Not all of it's positive, but all stuff that is going on there, and yeah, that includes having negative thoughts. Yeah, thoughts of self-harm, suicide, even sometimes. I've really had to battle with those in the past, as people have the channel sort of heard in the past. One of your students, be interesting film that. Then is that going to be on YouTube at all, Dan, or is it going to be in other mediums? Might be good to watch that. Dan's just saying, Saffron the Reseller just saying one of the students is making a film about males and mental health illnesses, which is very touching. Anyway, back to me. My anxiety. The sort of the signs of anxiety were sort of all there for me, really. I used to urinate frequently, like, it could be every 5-10 minutes. I would avoid certain situations that I felt uncomfortable in. Dating, for example. I would constantly overthink and overanalyze every situation. I'd like walk away, I'd have conversations with myself about stuff that had just happened, and like planning out conversations with people and whatever, or talking to them as if they were there. Real crazy man, me. But I just thought that was normal. I didn't think that there was anything strange about that. And I think there's probably a lot of other men as well who may go through similar things, who just view that as normal. Because when I'm talking to my other male friends, we don't really talk about mental health or anything like that. We normally talk about, the sporting results. Like I was having a conversation earlier about the Barcelona match, Barcelona Liverpool match, or I might talk about what's seen on TV. Talking to somebody today about Game of Thrones. That's what we talk about. We don't really have a level of emotional depth in our conversations normally, to be honest. Cheers, thanks for that, Deal City. Deal City's just saying he's seen the latest video. Go check that out afterwards. Me picking up stuff, going to a conference, getting drunk, and then picking up more stuff. Kilian saying she hates that constant need to pee when her anxiety flares. Yeah, I don't like that. Especially if you're in a meeting and you have to leave every 10 minutes. But yeah, as I say, if I speak to men, we never really have a sort of emotional conversation. However, when I'm talking to my female friends, they're often a lot more interested in talking about how I feel about things or what's going on in my life, and sort of talking, about stuff that isn't necessarily sports or the TV or whatever. And it does feel like a different level of conversation. Sometimes even like we're talking a different language. I mean, if you asked me, I would have no idea whether any of my male friends were struggling at the minute, unless they came to me and directly told me about it. If I asked them, they would just say they're fine. It's not something that we talk about or share generally. It's got to be pretty bad really for that to happen. Maybe it's easier for us men to, or maybe we're sort of trained through our cultural upbringing to internalize our struggles rather than sort of bring them out and talk about them. Because if I ask one of my lady friends how they're doing, I tend to get a more in-depth response. Tend to find it more easier to open up about something that's upset them, and we'll have a chat about that. I'll listen understandingly, and try not to offer too many solutions because that's bad apparently. But yeah, we just sort of listen and talk about it. But I've done it out with the male friends for some reason. Hi DBG, Leanne, Dave, good to have you with us. I've talked about opening up a lot with my best mates, making our friendship stronger and stops any alpha. Are you the alpha deal city, or is he the alpha, or are you both alpha males? I know you like going to the gym, you're building up this gym physique, just like mine, of course. Is it Diane or is it Diana? Because I always say Diane for South London reseller, but Leanne always says Diana. Some people say Diane, some people say Diana. I can't keep up. We could just go with Di. That could be easier. But that may earn me more lady hatred. We've already had enough lady hatred after issuing red cards and timing out people on quizzes. Anyway, so yeah. I don't know really why men find it difficult to open up as much, but perhaps it's part of this societal pressure that we all sort of experience to be strong, like wood. And I don't just mean physically strong, although I just did the physically strong sign, but also mentally strong as well. It's almost as if a man is suffering or struggling with emotions. We're almost taught to withdraw from others until we've dealt with them, or we express them physically. We get into a fight or whatever. We go down to the gym. I went for a run today because I've been struggling a lot with my anxiety for the last probably week and a half. It's been up and down. I've had some days that have been okay. Today's been probably a lot less than okay. Yesterday was a nightmare. Was it yesterday it was a nightmare? I think yesterday was a nightmare. Or Sunday. Sunday was a nightmare. Saturday was okay, and then it just turned into a nightmare. So yeah, it's been a real struggle. I know what's triggered it, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I don't think anyway. Well, there is, but yeah, it's not something I'm going to do. So yeah, and I remember when I sort of first struggled. Oh, I'm missing stuff. No lady hate from me. That's good. I hate being called. Hello, Aid. Yes, I'm back again. Diana. Okay. I'll probably forget that again, but I've made the effort. I hate being called Carrie Ann. Well, what's your name? There's so many nicknames. Your nickname's Brian now, DBG. We've worked out together a lot. I say he's more alpha, but I know he's more alpha now. He's more of a lover than a fighter. We quit work then. I knew that you were on a period away from it because of your back. Hey, Stu. Don't call me Brian. You see, the lady hater's already started. Who do I call? I usually call Gemma Lou Brian. She finally found. Someone told her the other day that I called her Brian. I think it might have been Aid or somebody. So I'm still waiting for the comeback on that one. Anyway. So yeah, I remember when I was first struggling visibly with my mental health, and the first suggestion people had to me was not for me to talk through, address the issues that affected me with a mental health professional in conjunction with medication, but instead the first advice was given was to get a punching bag, as if I can literally punch the mental illness out of me. I mean, I can't imagine that if I was a lady, the first suggestion made to me would be invest in a punching bag, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the ladies have experienced that suggestion as well. But yeah, that was truly shocking. It wasn't, try and resolve this, just get a punching bag. Because depression can manifest in men as anger. And I think that did for a bit. I'll catch up in the chat in a bit. So to me, there's almost like an unconscious stereotype there that most men can deal with their problems through physicality. I am a great believer that physical exercise can help improve mood, but when you're fighting a mental illness, it's just one small component on the road to mental well-being, and it's a long, hard road to go down that I'm still going down. Occasionally I take the wrong turn in, or I fall over, or whatever. It's not always good. But, hopefully one day I will reach the end of that road. So yeah, just sort of sit back and imagine being trapped in a world like I was, where the only outlet that was available to me and that was suggested to me was a physical one. I couldn't talk about what was happening to me because that meant I was perceived as being weak. I didn't even know what was wrong with me. I didn't know what anxiety was, depression was. I had no idea. So I had no opportunity to find out that actually what was happening to me and feeling was very harmful to me. And I didn't realise, because I didn't know how to talk about it, that there were a lot of other people around me who felt exactly the same and who could have helped me if I'd been able to reach out to them, or I could have helped them, but we didn't know how to reach out to each other. So I think that's probably why when I sort of first got really ill, it took me probably at least 6 months to reach out to anyone, or even to admit that things weren't right for me. Like I say, I had no idea what anxiety and depression are, what they meant in practice. I'd never talked to any of my friends about mental health or illness, or certainly not in regards to myself. And even when I got first diagnosed and I told a few people, I was just told I needed to get a hobby or find an interest, or I needed to pull myself together, or I needed to man up. I hate that term. I hate the term man up. It's a terrible term. If anyone thinks men don't suffer from sexism or gender discrimination, then just remember the expression is man up and not people up. It should be people up. But anyway, that makes me angry. The first GP I approached about my problems, he was a man as well. He was male. He didn't seem particularly bothered at all about the problems I was encountering. And bear in mind, I was suicidal at the time. I was making plans to end my own life because I couldn't cope anymore. He just filled out a referral form for me to go speak to someone else. I don't even know who. It didn't say. There's no mention of any medication or discussion about how or why I'd got to the stage I was. So I felt really sort of unsatisfied after that. I was suicidal. So I got the nerve up again to go back to the GP. I got the nerve to go and speak to Richard, to go and speak to a different GP, a lady GP, and she was much more understanding. She put me on medication straight away. She pushed through my referral to whoever it was. I think it was a mental health crisis team. So they got help a lot quicker. And she took time to have a conversation with me to explore why I was feeling like I did, see what was going on, see what she could do to help. And I'm not saying the gender made a difference here, because I've had plenty of male GPs who have been very understanding and have been brilliant. It was just this particular male GP I met that was an idiot, basically. And yeah, I think, and I had a choice as well, because she sort of diagnosed, said, "Oh yeah, you've definitely got some generalized anxiety disorder and depression going on. It's quite a severe sort of scale here." And I didn't know what to do after that diagnosis, because I'd been sort of finally sort of diagnosed. Did I tell people that I'm crazy? Because that's what I was thinking. I'm crazy. Or do I carry on and try and keep being strong? And I sort of sat there and thought to myself, well, what is trying to be strong brought you for these last few months? It's done absolutely nothing. All it's done is make you feel worse until you spiral further and further. So I made the decision to tell people, which was probably the hardest thing I'd ever done. It was, just even thinking about it now is enough to make me sweat, bring on an anxiety attack. And that's with the distance of 7 years since I sort of opened up about me, first opened up about my illness. It's still difficult for me. But yeah, it was one of the hardest things I've done. But you know what? It was absolutely the right thing to do. All of the fears I'd had that had existed in my head about being a man with mental illness, about being perceived as weak, about not being able to talk about things with male friends, as well as with female friends, completely unfounded. I did lose a couple of friends, but they were idiots in a relationship, but she was an idiot as well. Still suffer the pain of that one. And in fact, actually, what I found out by being open, I actually found that a lot of my other friends were suffering and were in a similar position as well, which I did not realise. I would not have had a clue if I hadn't sort of opened up. Keep wanting to say came out, that's a different conversation. I'm not coming out, by the way. I'm still as straight as ever, but, sorry to disappoint the men folk who, are just waiting for that to happen, but you'll have to wait forever, unfortunately. Anyway, but yeah, it was good. I was able to then find support in my other friends, hopefully support them. We'd never been able to do that if I hadn't taken the first step of coming out and talking about it myself. And I think me doing so helped other people open up as well. So that sort of was a real sort of watershed moment for me and for some of them as well. I turned to blogging to talk about my experiences, and that's evolved. The blog is gone now. I'm here with the vlog instead. We've become three-dimensional, visual, whatever I'm trying to say. Met all these wonderful people. Hey, you Steve, good to have you with us, mate. Met all these wonderful people. So none of us would have met if I hadn't taken that first step of opening up about my illness all those years ago. So I don't really believe that only 1 in 8 men suffer from mental health problems. I don't think that mental health problems care about what gender you are. I think that if 1 in 4 women are experiencing mental health problems, chances are 1 in 4 men are as well. In fact, I actually think it's as high as 50% of the UK adult population suffer, but don't all recognise it. But I can understand why 3 out of 4 suicides are men. When you feel trapped and isolated because of your feelings, and you've got a need to confirm with an outdated social convention, it becomes really easy to understand that how people can get into that state when they're on their knees, they're suffering, there's no way out for them. Suicide feels like the only way out. I've been there. I know it is. So I'm going to set a challenge to my fellow men and to the ladies who are struggling as well. If you're suffering or experiencing emotions you're not used to or don't understand, don't just sit on them and hope they go away, because they won't. Reach out instead to other people. Talk to the people around you. Talk to your friends. Come on here, talk to me. Facebook message me. I don't mind. I'm always here. My Facebook is always open. Drop a comment on the YouTube. Whatever it takes, join the Money Mental Support Group if you want. There is a Money Mental Support Group where you can talk about other people who suffer with mental health problems. It's on Facebook. Search Money Mental Support Group, or somebody can drop a link in the chat. But yeah, you can reach out. You can retain I can't say it. You can reach out and maintain anonymity. We'll go with that on the internet, so nobody has to know who you are. And I do guarantee if you reach out, you might find some people who are less than friendly and are judgmental. I tend to ban or block most of them from whatever groups I'm in. It perpetuates stigmas and stereotypes. But you'll find a lot more people who's going through the same as you. And together, you might just find you can conquer the problems and issues that are facing you. So what you got to lose? The answer is nothing, but everything to gain. There you go. That was the speech. So yeah, let's just catch up in the chat now. How far back am I? Whoa, I've missed loads. So seen Aid. We've had the conversation about Kerry Ann not liking me called Kerry Ann. We'll just call you Polly, shall we? Polyamorous, maybe. Well, hey. Leanne, please do not frighten the kids with your t-shirts. Yeah, saw that on Instagram. That was hilarious. What did you end up wearing, DBG? We never saw your outfit. Should have taken a picture of your outfit. Don't call Leanne Brian, stuff like that. Lol at Deaf Blind Glamour. I hate it when my family forget who I am. Lol. end up going through the family tree before they get to me. My nan was the worst by the time she got to me. Yeah, I have that. I always get the wrong name shouted at. That's Carry On. I die not to. My kids are used to it. Stu's here. Aid says me never, so I don't know what I said to Aid then. I've forgotten already. She forgot what she was going to say. Yeah. She's got that. And I'm the only girl. I've got 3 brothers. Is that what you call Dave? Open up constantly to friends and telling them you're feeling down is great. Yeah, I've had to do that a few times this last week or so. I have 2 sisters, so when my mum get mad, it was Amanda, Marie, and Kerry. Behave. Yeah, I always had a feeling Kerry was the troublemaker in that family. Exercise makes Deal City feel more positive. I need to get back to the gym, really. I've been thinking about that. My dad wished me happy birthday once. It wasn't my birthday, it was my sister's, says Kerry Ann. My mum once forgot my birthday. We had my birthday party on the wrong day. Fairly embarrassing. Richard says hi. Kerry Ann finds talking to a female GP easier as well. Yeah, certainly helps if they're attractive too. Deal City says momentum is the best method too. As long as you're constantly moving and pushing forward and doing stuff that you dislike or feel uncomfortable doing, like going out every day, meeting friends as much as you can. Kelly says give those thumbs up. Stu says they weren't friends. Yeah, no, they turned out not to be. Andrew's having trouble opening the closet door. Andrew's staying firmly in the closet. Steve says hi. Andy is stuck so far in the closet he has Narnia and snow on the back of his head. Been to Narnia before, great place. Hello, Stephen. Stephen with a V, you know. What did I do before reselling? Civil servant. I'm still a civil servant now, George. I did reselling part-time, full-time senior business manager now for civil service. I wore the camo shirt in the picture. All right, okay. Ian's here. Hi, Ian. Kerry Ann was the angel. Don't think so. Don't think that's true at all. Will you go full-time complex forecast? Possibly in the future. I've got a figure basically in my head that I need to hit in terms of savings before I go full-time. Once I hit that figure, I'd be quite happy to go full-time and build my business. But I'm not there at the minute. I'm a long way off that figure. Age says, my nan has called me Adam for 20 years now. That's my cousin. I think she thinks I never visit. Well, to be honest, you know, it's a very biblical name, isn't it? So yeah, Ian says hello to everyone. Stu says hello to Ian. Ian says hello to Age, Steve, Stu, Kerry, George. I think basically Ian's going to say hello to everyone. Anyway, yeah, that was the subject. We've covered it well, not a record. We've covered it in 28 minutes. So that was cool. We might have to return to a waffle off now. I haven't abused anyone recently. Everyone's saying hello to Ian at the minute. Name the figure if possible. Well, I want 30 grand in savings from my own sort of efforts, and then I'd want to pay out from work, which would be higher than that, but I couldn't tell you the figure because I haven't got it yet. So if I get both, then you know, basically if I get 30 grand in savings, I'll then take redundancy from work if it's on offer and go full time. Because to be honest, it is difficult for me to deal with sort of people in groups and whatever. Which is part of why I was so anxious on Saturday night. But yeah, get that money behind me and move on reselling, because I'll have no sort of debts or anything to worry about then, so I can live on a reduced income while I build up the business, and I've got money to tide me over and to reinvest in the business. I think eventually the plan will be to build up enough to invest in property as well, become a slumlord. Everyone will rent slums properties for me. Aid Critchlow. Kerry Ann says, Aid, for 30 years my auntie has spelt my name Kerry Ann. My name has never had an E on the end. Okay, so I'm going to call you Kerry Ann with an E on the end now. That's a good plan, kid. Reinvestment money is key, says DBG Leanne. Dave, Brian, my birthday and Christmas card to Adam, brilliant. Goal was to reach 4K turnover at 6 days. Yeah, that's not bad. I was before April. I was at 3K every 60 days turnover, but I've slipped April. I've slipped right down. I've lost about 800. At least I'm Corey Brian. I've lost about 800. What's it worth not to call you Brian then, DBG? Oh, actually, probably no violence. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I was at the 3K figure, but April was a bad month. Back down to 2,200 now, 2,300 I think, which was expected because I didn't list anything in April. So now I'm back up to it, back onto it. I'll get the sales back up again. Good plan to have some money saved to invest before going full time, says Richard Payne. Definitely, yeah. Ian says he's been in Boots for some RA today. Did you pick anything up? I never managed to get anything in Boots, you know. You do that. I'm going to call you Andrea. I think we should call Andrea. I don't think so. I think we would disappoint a lot of the lady population if we did that. Carry on. Or possibly the male population, or possibly just the population of the UK and world in general. Ian, you need to get on Insta. You're not on Ian. There is an Ian who follows me. It must be other Ian. And 2.6. Yeah, get those listings done. You'll soon be up there. Aid, this is a PG chat. We don't need to have any other alternative names for me. I was in a listing challenge with Aid, but I fell asleep halfway through it, and then I realised I'm away for the weekend at the Wolverhampton meetup. So I don't think I've mentioned yet. If you live or can get to Wolverhampton, live near or to, or can get to Wolverhampton on the this Saturday, the 11th of May, I will be there in person in Wolverhampton Wetherspoons. I think it's the Moon Under the Water or Moon Over the Water, one of the two, from 2 p.m. Yeah, for a reseller meetup. So, come along if you can. I will be listing after this stream, DBG. I'm going to say approaches yourself. I'm going to do the photographing and listing later on tonight. I went down to the Facebook. I'll tell you what, actually, I had a Age already seen this. That's it, Moon Under the Water. Cheers, Richard. I did a pickup for £2 today. Have I got them all here? Yeah, I think I have, yeah. £2 Facebook pickup today. I see the whole. Picked up this as part of it. This isn't worth a lot. Maybe £3.50 if I'm lucky. Same with this one. This is part of it. Maybe £3.50 if I'm lucky for two. This Indiana Jones was part of it. £3.99 maybe. So sell those three. I might make the £2 back. But then also part of it was this box Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7. Doesn't unfortunately include the Lego that comes with it, so I might just sell it out of its box because I think that box might take it over the I could flat back the box really, but yeah, this is worth about a tenner, maybe slightly more if I'm lucky. I have been having a bit of luck with the sales. And then but also part of it was a Zumba bundle, including Zumba Fitness 1 and Zumba Fitness 2 and 2, didn't even realise there were 2 Zumba Fitness bandy thingies. So I'm going to bundle those together. With there being 2 in there, I might push towards £17 or £18. So a nice little bit of profit there from £2 investment. I've sold those Zumba ones before. I've sold the Harry Potter one before, so confident on those prices. So yeah, really pleased with that. A £2 pickup from the Facebook Marketplace, just around the corner from where my mum used to live. Let's have a look. Where are we going? Do or burst? Yeah, that's DBG. Threatening me with more violence if I don't list stuff. I will list stuff, DBG. I gave you my word. And as Aid knows, I always keep my word. What else have we got? I didn't mention names. You lost your challenge. Yeah, I did. Best not say what people will be expecting me to do it live on YouTube if I tell them what I've got to do. So we'll do it on our in private, as we agreed. But yeah, when I go to the supermarket, I will pick up the necessary object. You have to look for a clearance section. Yeah, sorry, Ian's just saying you have to look for the clearance section. But fingers crossed, and do the £20 RA challenge with myself. Whatever I make, I only buy more RA with. It sounds like an interesting challenge. I could approach that TD, Tech Bottle. Yeah, I always check out the clearance section, but there's never enough profit in it for me. I watch Undercover Arbitrage, Gavin do his videos, and he's getting stuff for like 15p, 20p, or whatever. It's always £4 or £5 round here. They never seem to reduce it enough for me. But perhaps when I do Amazon FBA, that'll change. Did you drive to? Don't need to save costs because it's a tax deduction anyway, isn't it? So I'd rather have the 45p mile, to be honest, off my tax Deal City. So yeah, Deal City don't drive a cost, but yeah, if you drive, you get 45p a mile as it's tax deductible. So it makes more sense for me to drive it and then get the deduction on the tax. Ian doesn't do Facebook or Insta. You need to join Facebook, Ian, because you can join the chat. I think you find it really useful for you. Sells numbers separately with bands as well. Yeah, I might do that rather than sell them combined as a package. I'll have a bit of a think. Convert rubbish games into CX credit and then sell voucher on eBay. Yeah, could do. I don't know what crack goes on Insta. Basically, on Instagram, because I don't understand it, right? I use it to message DBG. I message Louise on it because she refuses to be friends with me on Facebook. Who knows why? I'm awesome. I message Ads on it because Ads Robinson, because he's not on, or very rarely goes onto his Facebook. And then that's pretty much it. And I post the occasional picture of what's going on in my life 2 or 3 times a day. Captain Pugwash is asking that somebody's. It's this weird dancing exercise thing that people do because it makes them fitter, apparently. I'm just checking the score on the football. So bear with me a second. Yeah, it's only 1-0. They scored that ages ago. If your YouTube, well, we agreed though, Aid, if I do the YouTube challenge, it will be a smaller object. So it's up to you, mate. I don't mind doing it on YouTube, but it will be the secondary object of choice. Can you buy those individually? I assume you can. You're on Twitter. Yeah, I think actually you follow me on Twitter. I don't use my Twitter anymore. I can't. I can maintain a presence on Facebook and I can maintain a presence on Instagram. I can't keep up with Twitter as well, to be honest. I really can't. I can just about cope with Facebook and Instagram. So just those two. 1-0 to the Pool, but possibly 2 now. You never know. Who was I? There was a girl that I probably would have gone to some of those classes with at one point, but that went complicated. Me and girls are not a good combination. I'm not asking you, but if your fans want you to, then that's different. Shall we tell the people what the challenge was then, Aid? Shall we tell them what I fell asleep halfway through? And then we'll put it to the vote. I'm down to 2% battery. That's not good. Let me put my phone on charge without knocking the camera. Okay, we'll tell the people of the YouTube about the challenge. So me and Aid and was it Sean? No, it was Anthony, wasn't it? Me, Aid and Anthony. Well, I think I was having a drunk conversation. I'm not DBG. I've promised to behave myself. It's making me anxious not behaving myself, so I'm going to behave myself. Yeah, me and Aid and Anthony had entered when I was drunk and taken advantage of, I'm sure. Entered a listing challenge, who can list the most, and I was well up for it. It was going to start on Monday. It was by the end of the week, whoever got the most listings won, which is going to be Anthony because he's probably already done 2,000 by now, something mad. So it was really between me and Aid who could list the most, and we agreed that the forfeit would be, because I hate onions. The forfeit would be, I think onions are a crime against humanity. The forfeit would be filming ourselves eating an onion, a raw onion. But I then realised on Monday that I'm away this weekend. There's no way I can, and Ada's a full-time reseller. I'm only part-time. So though my listing skills are immense, with 2 days gone, there's no way I could have won that challenge. So I had to say on Monday, like, I'm sorry, I can't. There's no point in me doing this. I'm going to have to bow out. I've agreed to do the forfeit because I keep my word. So we agreed I would eat a raw onion live and send the video to Aid and Anthony. You're not part-time. You're just part-time because you can't be bothered. That's not the same as me being part-time because I have a full-time job. It was a 2-0 to Liverpool. Oh, they might do this. I do, Ian. Ian sounded like a good woman or a bad one. Maybe I do, Ian. Hiya, Rod. Good to know his mate. Nobody likes raw onions, DVG. Nobody likes raw onions. Summer classes around here could be a good place to. Yeah, I did salsa for that very reason, Captain Pugwash. Unfortunately, I don't enjoy eating onions. Onions are a crime against humanity. I joined salsa, but unfortunately, me and my friend joined salsa. Unfortunately, we turned out to be absolutely terrible at it. I spent a year in beginners class. No way is it 3-0. No way. No way. I've got live 2-0 showing here. No way can it be 3-0. Stupid BBC says 2-0. It's not on ITV, is it? Are you crispy or crispy, depending upon who you speak to? Is it on ITV? If it's on ITV, I haven't been able to find my TV remote. Anyway, yeah, back to the onion. So we agreed that I could either do it live on YouTube for all of your viewing's pleasure. Part-time, I've got 4 kids. Single BT Sport, I haven't got it. I should have gone to the pub tonight to watch it, but I've not had a shave. I've not George Rossed my hair. Never mind. Hopefully the highlights will be on the internet. My live feed still says 2-0, by the way, as of 8:50, as of 9:15. So DBG's obviously, and Ian are obviously quicker than the BBC. Oh yeah, the forfeit is me and a raw onion, which is terrible for me because I cannot stand onions. But I have said, yeah, somebody's just sent me a message saying 3-0. I have said, away my hubby and his dad are raw and it's 3-0. Gutted now. I should have gone out for that. Oh well, you live and learn. Yeah, so I have said, if I do it live on YouTube, I will eat a shallot. If I do it privately, I will eat a raw onion, but only Aid and Anthony get to see it. So we'll put it to the YouTube vote. Do I eat a shallot live on YouTube and experience the true horror of that? Or do I eat a raw onion privately, but none of the YouTubers get to see it? You know what's going to happen now? Barcelona will score on the last minute. Anyone got a site where I can watch it? I used to have a BT Sports subscription, but I cancelled it because they weren't showing Lincoln enough. Oh yeah, it's just come up 3-0. Wijnaldum has scored. Can't even say that. So the vote at the minute is raw onion, but that is privately with only Aid and Anthony seeing it. Nope, I'm quite happy to do a shallot live on YouTube. That'll be much easier for me. So yeah, no, we're not eating a ghost chili. It's already been agreed. The terms of the forfeit have already been agreed. I don't know if people want to donate money via PayPal to me. I will happily eat a raw onion live on YouTube. Yeah, no, the big onion for all to see is not an option, I'm afraid. We're not doing double or quits. I already know when I've lost. There is no like loopholes either. I already know when I've lost. I ain't doing double or quit. I am never agreeing to do that again. So yeah, shallot live or onion. This is really simple. Shallot live or onion private. You can't vote for onion live because that's not an option on the table. The prize comes before a fall. Yeah, I think Barcelona are probably going to score. But yeah, I'm not eating a raw onion live. I will eat a shallot, which is a form of onion live, but not a big onion live on YouTube. So it's a very simple. I'm not eating a jar of pickled. That's not an option either, Stu Manji. The options are shallot live, bigger. I'm not saying big one, bigger onion private. That's what you've got to vote on. So pickled onions are not young, but everyone will want to see. So you may get. So I've already got enough viewers. Viewers isn't the problem. Subscribers is a big problem. To raise money for that poor boy Nick and Andrew are talking about, I think the male reseller should raise funds within the chat to eat a ghost chili. Right? Yeah, no. Now, as I understand it, he has hit his donation target now, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. But the Money Mental UK fund for me, the big one live is not an option. This is really simple. Small one live, big one private. If anyone ever edits my videos and puts some quotes together of me, that probably definitely was one for the highlight reel. So yeah, you've got a simple vote here. Big one live isn't going to happen. I do many things to please the subscriber. I put on Instagram earlier. I said £20 Money Mental UK charity is the only charity of my choice. If you donate £20 to the Money Mental UK charity, I'll be happily do that. Yeah, seeing it's a confusing concept, isn't it? So yes, I'm thinking it's looking like a big one in private, to be honest, because there's no votes for shallot live on YouTube, so the YouTube audience may miss out. I just did Cooking of Andrew yesterday. We've lost 2 subscribers as well. I don't know where they've gone to. Obviously, people don't appreciate fine quality culinary expertise / me smashing me plate. Right, again, simple concept. No big one on YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm a big chicken. I am a coward. I am quite happy to admit that I am a complete coward. Why do you think I jibbed on it? Right, no, again, big one live, not an option. Really, not an option. We should implement Quiz Hitler rules here. Really, I think if this is going to carry on. Little one live, I am prepared to do. Yeah, no, but Aid and Anthony would confirm that I had done it, you know, they would have the evidence of me doing it. So yeah, I will have a look in the supermarket tonight or possibly tomorrow, given what time it is. I'll have a look in the supermarket either tonight or tomorrow and see what's on offer. Hiya, Jane. I'll see what's on offer, and then we'll take it from there, guys. How about that? But people are just going to think I'm weird. Anthony will have to subscribe to me on YouTube as well, Aid, to be able to experience the delight. I put a video. What was I saying? I put a video on. I don't think it. Like my most popular video was me sat in a car, pulling out things, and showing it to people. I'm sure you share me anyway, Aid. You know, I'm assuming we're talking about on YouTube and not in private. We all know Aid is a massive man crush for me. I'm his favourite YouTuber. I am his number one. Ooh. Sorry, this is rude of me. I've had a notification to say I'm live. 2 sales during my live. I need to get listed. Onions taste horrible, Diana. They are a crime against humanity. Literally, right? If I could invent a plague or a disease or a nuclear weapon that would take out onions worldwide, I would press that button right now. Literally, if I had a big red, to be honest, if I had a big red button that would wipe anything out worldwide, I'd probably press it. But I would particularly press it if it was onions, beetroot, celery, sweet corn. But particularly onions. Swede as well. Swede, I think it is. Swede, something different. Again, big button. Onions are ridiculous. They're crime against humanity. People will think I'm weird. Yeah, most people, I'm sure, think I'm charming and attractive. Yeah, don't eat Swede. I do eat good food. You've seen me cook good food. You watched yesterday. Although some of that good food did end up on the floor and had to be quickly rescued. I can't believe I dropped the plate and smashed it. Finest Moroccan impersonation porcelain or whatever it is, smashed. Yes, it was like an episode of the Big Fat Greek Wedding yesterday without the wedding. I haven't gone for anyone. I'm still here. Carrot's lovely. Do you not like carrot, DLC? I'm well in favour of carrot. Carrot's good. What qual merch has Tat Doctor got? Onions make the flavour in most food. No, they don't. DBG hates me. It's pretty standard, really. Most women do. It's a way of covering up their underlying attraction to me, I think. Honestly, that could be another quote for the YouTube highlight reel. Maybe I'll do like a monthly highlights. These are all the stupid things I have to go back and watch myself. Oh, I don't mind mushrooms. Carrot and mushrooms are okay. Swede is bad, but don't like carrot and mushrooms. Raw carrot grated with lemon. I've never tried that. Oh, we've lost 2 viewers, but we have got 7 likes, which is more likes than Cooking with Andrew yet. I might do a Cooking with Andrew tomorrow live stream because I have work out my calendar. No, I can't actually. I can't do one tomorrow, or I could do, but it'd be steak again. Who wants to see steak again on Cooking with Andrew? Because if we vote for that, we could have it. Cheese and crackers. Yeah, I love cheese and crackers. Oh yeah, Brussels sprouts. I've wiped those out as well. DPG. The only good thing about Brussels sprouts is that they only come out at Christmas. Otherwise, I would wipe them out. No, there's no onions, but yeah, we'll have. Yeah, it's all my meals are cut from scratch, Steel City, as we know. Like yesterday's tomato and mascarpone sauce was hand prepared by scratch. It's just that I put it in the pot from Aldi afterwards, just as a container to keep it in. Uh, yes, they are. Don't argue with the quizmaster, even when he's not quizzing. It's still a rule on this channel. And that the gnocchi was hand rolled and made from potatoes by me. Please eat vegetable. And we'll get some mushrooms tomorrow. I've given you a like and I'm listening to you. I do make it. Oh, thank you for that. Don't be fake to me. Pleasure. Good luck with the accounts. I still need to do mine as well, to be fair, for April. Please eat vegetables. I'm going to have some mushrooms and my steak tomorrow, if that counts. I had some baked beans the other day with my mashed potato, and I had mashed potatoes, so that's 3 vegetables I've had. 3 vegetables. You can imagine DBG doing that. DBG doing what, Ian? What's DBG going to do? She's not threatening death on me again, is she? Everyone likes to enjoy it. It's not murder. The steak is already dead. Okay, well, you're going to get some meal. I make pizzas too and put them in a cardboard sleeve and put Dominoes on the top. Yes, I've often done that with pizza. Yeah, I'm not showing. I think if I did a live of me stalking, killing a cow and then skinning it and making a steak from it, I'd get banned from YouTube. The number of people already complain about me. The number of complaints there would be ridiculous. Do you know, somebody reported a post for me the other day in the chat, literally reported it. And it's like, I am the admin. I can see you've reported this. Why would you want to report me anyway? That was amusing. I've had my hand caught in a meat slicer. That doesn't sound pleasant, that, DBG. I hope that it's healed now. Human or animal? Yeah. I don't think DBG has gone around slaughtering humans. And I can't even remember who it was because I was expecting it to be George Ross or Steve Green, one of the lads, but it wasn't somebody I knew. I don't think. It's just an idiot. Still 3-0 in the football then. I can think of reasons to report you, Andrew, but nothing to do with reselling. I think good, lots of stitches and bandages and a few weeks off work. Have you got a scar? Scars are cool. I've got a scar. I don't know if I can show it. Will this focus in? Hang on. Will it? I don't know if it will pick it up, but there's a scar just here. Don't know if you can see that I got from a can of baked beans. We literally got a scar from opening a can of baked beans. Blood everywhere. It was terrible. I could see the bone. So yeah, that was a Cooking with Andrew injury, but fortunately wasn't live on YouTube. I am covered with burns and scars from Cooking with Andrew before it was live. So your brains have fallen out of your head, have they? Only if I bend my wrist inwards. What, like that? Is that inwards or is that inwards? I see what you're trying to get me to do now. You're not doing that. I should be taking photos, but I'm going to do some listing in a bit. I know. Okay, I can't repeat that one. I've never. What did you tell me to shut up for? I have never got caught with my charger in a meat slicer. That has never happened. Although I did get the joke there, which is rare for me. Rotating meat slicers are nothing to joke. But there you go. You've heard it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So what I did there. Great minds there, Stu. Yeah, or dirty ones. Anyway, I should go and drop my parcels off at the Royal Mail before they shut at 10 o'clock. And then I've got to get some listing done so that DBG doesn't kill me. Because I would vaguely like to see tomorrow. So, thanks all for watching. I hope you found the first half an hour of subject useful. As always, it's been a great chat. Wish you enjoy the rest of the evenings. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow for Cooking with Andrew, another steak edition. By about 10 items we're going to do, 10. And later in the week, there'll probably be a live of me eating an onion, but yeah, we'll come to that. Thanks all. Night. You're one of my followers on eBay as well, are you? I've identified some of them. Might buy some butter, no garlic. Bye, folks.